Hello, welcome to Health Bites. If you are tired of being tired, today's Health Bite is just for you. Genesis 2:3 says, "And God rested from all his work which God created and made." So the concept of rest was an important part of creation. In fact, the very first reference to sleep in the Bible is of a deep sleep that God brought on Adam. And when he woke up, he was refreshed, revived, and married. So even in a perfect world, back in the Garden of Eden, God designed that we would need rest. The average sleep time of Americans has declined 20% in the 20th century. This means that we are sleeping 1.5 hours less than our grandparents. How can we describe life in the United States? It's fast-paced, stressful, exhausting, and there's very little time to rest. In addition, technology such as TV and the internet are keeping us awake later and later. We are so sleep deprived that there is an estimated 100,000 car crashes causing 1,500 deaths and 71,000 injuries each year by drowsy drivers. Research has shown that traffic accidents increased by 8% in the 24 hours following the spring time change, when only 1 hour of sleep is usually lost. And an almost equal decrease occurs in the fall when 1 hour is gained. Rest is so important because as we rest, the body grows. Release of growth hormones in children and young adults takes place during sleep, during deep sleep. And as we rest, the body repairs damage and it promotes healing from injuries, infections, stress, and emotional traumas. Also, during sleep, our immune systems are strengthened. So during sleep, your immune system releases proteins which are necessary in fighting infection and regulating deeper sleep. Also, as we rest, our bodies restores energy and prepares us for another day. And emotions and memories are processed during sleep. In fact, there is no medication or stimulation that can make up for lack of sleep. According to a study recorded in the journal Neuroscience, it appears that during sleep, the brain rearranges the way it stores memory, shifting it into more efficient storage regions in our brain. Sleep deprivation also causes impaired judgment, especially on time change, as we just discussed, and lowered reaction time, therefore more accidents. In fact, after being awake for 18 hours, your driving effectiveness is about the same as driving after you have had 2 alcoholic drinks. Also, as many as 30% of fatal car accidents are caused by drivers falling asleep. Loss of sleep can also cause exhaustion, fatigue, depression, delusion, paranoia, and impaired immune system. As little as 3 hours sleep deprivation in just one night can cut the effectiveness of your immune system in half. Studies show that people who don't get a good night's sleep or who don't get quality sleep or enough sleep are more likely to get sick after being exposed to a virus such as the common cold. Lack of sleep can also affect how fast you recover if you do get sick. A poorly functioning immune system is also more prone to overlook precancerous cells. So a healthy immune system is essential for the prevention of cancer. Sleep deprivation causes hallucination, anxiety, inability to remember, analyze, do math, and make decisions. In other words, your ability to process information. Basically, according to a Cornell University psychology professor, sleep deprivation can make you stupid. In the long term, the clinical consequences of sleep deprivation are large indeed. They are associated with numerous serious medical illnesses, including high blood pressure, heart attack and failure, diabetes, psychiatric problems, attention deficit disorder, mental impairment, and even fetal and childhood growth retardation. Sleep deprivation can also make you obese. A study found that people who sleep less tend to be more overweight or obese than those who sleep more. People who sleep 2 to 4 hours a night are 73% more likely to be obese than those who sleep 7 to 10 hours a night. They concluded that the odds of being overweight are 24% lower for each additional hour of sleep. So if you want to lose weight, get more sleep. There was a study done at the University of Chicago, and they took 11 healthy men ages 17 to 28. I want you to notice their ages. They were 17 to 28. They restricted their sleep to 4 hours for 6 nights in a row. And they found that the levels of hypertension, diabetes, and memory problems rose to levels usually associated with 60-year-olds. So results showed that inadequate sleep will also make you age faster. Fatigue and sleep loss has a significant impact in our spiritual lives as well, because optimal decision-making capacity is necessary to differentiate between right and wrong. So in addition, when we are tired, we're going to have even less motivation and willpower to act on what we know to be correct, and we're going to fall into temptation more easily. We can all agree that Bible study and prayer are essential to our Christian experience. But if we are tired, we will have less interest and ability to study and understand the Bible, and we will have less commitment to communicate to God in prayer. I know that I'm not the only one guilty of falling asleep while praying. Well, how much sleep do we need? Newborn babies need 16 to 20 hours. Young children, 10 to 12 hours. Teenagers, 9 hours. And adults, 7 to 8 hours. But be careful. More sleep is not always better. For adults, sleeping more than 9 to 10 hours a night has been associated with weight gain, heart problems, and stroke, sleep disorders, depression, and higher mortality rates. Well, what are some signs that you may not be getting enough sleep? If you look like this man in our graphic, chances are that you are not getting enough sleep. But other signs are nodding off when not active, needing an alarm clock to wake up, and sleeping longer on your days off. There are some things you can do to improve your sleep. First, you can get a regular exercise program. Regular physical activity, especially aerobic activity or exercise, can help you fall asleep faster and make you sleep more restful. However, for some people, exercising right before bedtime may make getting to sleep more difficult. So exercise is good, just maybe not too close to bedtime. Avoid a heavy evening meal. So don't eat or drink large amounts before bedtime. Eat a light dinner at least 3 hours before sleeping, and if you're prone to heartburn, avoid spicy foods and fatty foods. Also limit how much you drink before bedtime, because too much liquid is going to keep you awake during the night for trips to the bathroom. Have a regular sleeping schedule. Go to bed and get up at about the same time every day, even on your days off. Having a schedule or sticking to a schedule helps to reinforce your body's sleep-wake cycle and can help you fall asleep more easily at night. Relax your body and mind before bedtime. So maybe do some relaxing stretching exercises, dim the light, play some soothing music. Another thing you can do is take a warm bath, have a warm drink, And avoid stimulants such as nicotine, coffee, soft drinks, and tea. These stimulants can keep you awake. And you want to also avoid alcohol. Alcohol may make you sleepy at first, but the sleep is not going to be quality sleep. Avoid upsetting arguments, conversations, and confrontations in the evening. That goes without saying. And sleep primarily at night. Sleeping primarily at night is important because daytime naps may steal hours from nighttime slumber. So limit your daytime sleeping to about half an hour and make it during the mid-afternoon. And you want to create a room that's ideal for sleeping. So create an adequate sleeping area that is cool, comfortable, quiet, dark, tidy, and with fresh air if possible. And instead of counting sheep, be thankful and count your blessings. Leave your burdens with Jesus and know that you can accept His peace and forgiveness and know that ultimate rest is found only in Jesus. Every night, as you lay down in bed, you can recite Psalm 4:8, which says, I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. It is also important to remember that our bodies were designed to work 6 days and rest the seventh. God tells us, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work. God reserved and sanctified the 24 hours at the end of the week, not only for spiritual refreshment, but for physical rest as well. We also need to recharge our batteries with daily Bible study and prayer. And let's not forget vacations. Jesus said, Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. We can leave behind our stress and anxieties by putting our trust in God. And then, according to Proverbs 3:24, when thou layest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Friends, until next time, may you live longer, happier, and healthier the way your Creator intended it.